Hello there, everyone. This is Soul Silver 17 here. Let me first, like usual. I did not own this picture, this is not a paid video. Alright, okay. So, here's the thing. We're gonna have a legendary fight between the king and this one. Camelot. We're gonna try to get to that point, at least I want to. Because, well, we gotta do this sports festival. And, well, Izuku and Ezel is gonna, go see it. In person. And, well, there are some things that people pointed out, saying like Sun Jin-woo made an organization, but since Izuku's only a vigilante, how is he gonna do that? Some people even say, oh, he should be able to give people weapons and to fight the dungeons. And, yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, I mean, you're right on that. I said I was gonna make Izuku like have a shop, make his own like store and everything. And then I was thinking like, if I'm gonna have dungeons appear out of nowhere, people will have to buy from his shop. He'll get money and stuff. But I'm scratching that idea. And yeah, I mean, they can go into the dungeons. They can use regular weapons, but it won't have any magic to them. I mean, you have to be like a really strong quirk. It just can't be like freaking physical. It has to be like a elemental quirk. So if it's Endeavor who goes into like a B ring dungeon, he can easily defeat everything by himself if it's not big numbers. So yeah, I mean, not all heroes can go into the dungeons and win it. It all depends on someone's quirk. That's all. But yeah, and we're also gonna do the Forest Train arc in this one. No, it's the Sting fight, then the movie. But we're doing Camelot before the movie, and well, you'll see everything else. So this is gonna be probably an hour and 15 minutes. I'm trying to make these a little bit longer because it seems like you guys will really enjoy this What If series, and I am too. So yeah. But anyways, let's get into this right now. So, as Izuku, basically, we're just going. Well, we skipped the whole entire party. Like the little celebration Bakugo and Mitsuki and her husband did along with Izuku, and Inko of Inko's recovery and being saved. As Izuku's noticing something, he goes, "Wait a minute, what the? Do you accept the, job? I mean, the rank change for basically Tank and Igris." He was like, "Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. I could have had them ranked up. And them could have even got more leveling. Ah, I was in such a rush. Alright, I gotta go do some dungeons." I accept. He says yes. And Igris changed to the picture that we see. And he is automatic, he is elite knight. And basically, Tank has, title has changed from elite to knight. So yeah. And basically, he says, I'm gonna have to do some dungeons sooner or later. Oh wait, I have to go out on patrol. Yeah. So Izuku basically tells Ezel what he does. Like, he basically just tells her about the vigilante work. She says, "Oh, I mean, didn't you tell me you couldn't become a hero because you were quirkless? And then because of the system, you could have used it, though, to become a hero. But why did you?" And he was like, "I mean, it's kind of obvious. All of a sudden, I attained quirk when the number one hero knows I don't have a quirk along with Bakugo. Knows I don't have one. I didn't have one. All of a sudden, I come in out of nowhere, and it just like activates. I mean, I can say I'm a late bloomer, but that kind of would draw some suspicion to me by All Might, and he'll try to find out more stuff about me. So it's better if I stay a vigilante than be go to the UA. I mean, that's the way I think of it. And well, Inko does agree, and so does and Ezel finally realize what he means. And yeah, so he basically tells his mom he's gonna be back probably same time like usual. She says, just don't stay out till 3 o'clock like last time. He was like, I almost have some of my shadows do it now. She goes, alright. So Izuku goes, he kisses Ezel on the forehead, well, on the cheek basically, says he'll be back. And, she says she'll stay up and wait for him. He goes, no, get some sleep. You need it. Love you. And she says, love you too. And he just, goes out the door, jumps off of the ledge onto a building, and just starts running. So he takes down a couple of people, level them up just a little bit. Why that? I mean, like gain some experience, not really much. And well, he changed the job title to Street Fighter. So yeah. And well, during this time, Izuku basically sees about 50 guys just like doing a deal. As like Izuku basically lands, he was like, "Yo, what are you guys doing?" And he has the sword on his side, the daggers in the back, the two gun pistol holders, and like basically it's not the the demon sword, it is the katana. Wait, there was a sword that someone wanted me to put in here. So let me just check that out. If this pause, then it's not least, but because it's only like 7 minutes and some seconds. But yeah, hold on. Alright, okay, everyone. I just freaking checked out the comment what it was. It was Yamato. So from DMC. Virgil's sword. I have to do it now. I have to make a crossover part in this one. I mean, I don't really have to. Do I want to? Yes. So we're gonna get, well, spoiler alert. You already know what I mean by we're gonna have a crossover in this. Basically, DMC, Virgil coming in, Deku, Izuku versus Virgil. Who's gonna win? Place your votes. I'm joking. Just it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in this fight, in this one. In this video, I'm making it. Yeah. So basically, Izuku's also doing his Taiken run. He has realized that though. I know I'm kind of just stopping, but he did realize that he's not getting any special items since he hasn't really been doing the. I mean, he hasn't even trying to go to like over it, so he kind of just stopped. So yeah, but anyways, that's too what I was saying before. But the weapons, the katana is just based on his back, and that's it. The bow and arrow. No, along with the bow and the arrows, basically, not the sword. The sword's on his side, the bow and arrow's on his back. The basically pistols and the daggers right behind him. He made a holster for it. Before he left, I forgot to mention that too. For both the demon sword, the demon king daggers. So yeah, as the villain, as he's basically weapons dealer, that's what it is. Weapons dealer and villains are there, and they're just like, who's this kid? He goes, the name's Solo. A vigilante. And they like, wait a minute. I was like, one of them just like having like a mean look at him, and he's just like, yeah, I remember you. You're the guy who took down my last my last shipment exchange. I'm the boss of them, so you made me lose some money. It's time to pay me back, kid. As he's showing like a lot of hostile intent along with the guys there. As in the system, pops up because he goes, he just kind of chuckles at this. He's wearing like the full on, Solo's costume. So yeah. So basically, he just looks at them. He goes, "You messed up." As in, it does read, "Kill them or you die." Basically, if he does not kill these enemies in a certain amount of minutes or seconds, he will die. Now it's like minutes, you know. And then Zuko basically just really just looks at them, and he says, "You really should have never came out with me a bloodlust and hostile intent to kill." And like, why? As Zuko basically just activates stealth, and then immediately just takes up the bow and the arrow, and then all of a sudden he's basically using he's just using a fire arrow, and he just shoots it. Basically, and, it basically comes out of nowhere, hits one of the guys in the head. He goes, "Because you'll all get burned." And then all of a sudden, they're all freaking out. Izuku activates Bloodlust, which that basically is cause them all to their stats to go down, and some of them are afraid. No one's really strong enough to take care of Izuku because you guys are just ranked E. So Izuku basically just goes in with the katana and just then finishes them off. He took out the leader first, basically. That's who he shot. And he just killed the rest of them. And he didn't even level up for that one, because they were just the lower ranking villains. And he goes, "I gotta update basically the Japan's ranks. I'm not even done with that one. I've only got about half. No, I only got probably 40% of the heroes in Japan. This is gonna be a long night." As he basically checks the time, he was like, "It's not even 3 yet. It's only 12. Alright, still got 2 hours. Maybe 2.5 hours of patrolling." As he just disappears. And then, he just takes out a couple more guys, not even a level up. It was only halfway. He just says, "Oh, that's alright." He gets home. He tells the shadows just to go do. Just protect the city, certain areas and such, with high crime rate, which they go to it. He gets home. I mean, that's before he opens up the door. So he opens up the door. Ezel is awake still, just watching TV. And she goes, "Oh, Izuku, you're home." He goes "Yeah." Mika, appears and says, "Hi, Ezel. We're back." And she goes, "Hi, Mika. How was it?" He goes "Oh, he basically was a cakewalk. All the villains that he took down were basically just, E ranks. Along with, he had to kill a couple of them, but there's only 50 or so. It's basically easy." As Ezel just goes "So he was "No choice. System. I mean, a guy freaking wanted to kill me just because I ruined his freaking shipment deal. I mean, when that happens, people get pretty mad and wants you dead. So, what I'm supposed to do is just let them shoot me? Well, it wouldn't have done nothing, but still. The system said I would die, so, hey, it's not my problem. He just takes out the mask, disappears. He has the jacket on though. And basically the guns, the holsters, the sword, the bow, and the arrows, along with the Demon King's daggers, their holsters just went back to where it needs to go to. As she goes, "I understand. Don't worry." He's just sitting down on the couch, and she just leans on his shoulder, rough head, and she says, "No, I'm tired. Can we, go to bed?" And he goes "Yeah, but you're sleeping in your room." He goes, "No, we're sleeping here." He was "I ain't gonna win with this one, am I?" She goes, "Nope. Besides, I want to get to know you better." He was "Fine." So, they talk for a little bit. They're starting to doze off. And, Inko comes out. She can tell Zuko's, getting tired because he's saying, "So, I mean, when I was where was I? Oh, yeah, okay." Inko brings a blanket out and puts it over both of them, and They fall asleep, and Nico just says, "I'm happy for you, Zuko." So yeah, and well, that day, and so basically, when he wakes up, he gets a text from Bakugo saying, "Yo, it's a sports festival today. I'm going back to school. I mean, I got 2 tickets for you guys to come if you want to. You and Ezel. Hey, heck, even one for your mom. You know, just see me win." And well, he basically waits till Ezel wakes up. He knows that someone's cooking in the kitchen. And he looks over and sees his mom. He goes, "Oh, hey, mom." She goes, "Hey, Zuko, what's up?" He goes, "Just woke up, He goes, "I can clearly tell." And he just says, "Thanks for the blanket last night, though." She goes, "No problem." Anyways, well, it's with the Bak. I mean, was that Baka, basically? He goes, "Yeah, it was. He said this UA and he got tickets for us. So he wants to know if you want to come. And I just need to ask Ezel before I text him back." And well, Ezel wakes up a few minutes later. And hold on. Alright, sorry about that, everyone. My dad was just needed to talk to me about something. Alright, so Izuku basically tells Ezel, saying, "Hey, Ezel, there's a thing called a sports festival, which everyone from UA just goes in and shows off their skills, basically. Their quirks and all that to everyone else. And I don't know what else they do, but they may also get, like, I don't know, like, picked for certain, basically, hero courses. And not hero course, a hero agency and all. No, Ezel says, "When is it?" He goes, "Today." She goes, "Yeah, I want to see it. But can we buy clothes after it?" He goes, "Sure. I'm gonna need you to get you anything anyways. Also, kind of need to get you, probably furniture in that room and a bed. I mean, wait." As he goes over to her room, and he says, "Yeah, you have no bed. I mean, we have a mattress in there, just not a bed. So we're gonna go out and buy you one." She goes, "Wait, you can?" He goes, "Yeah, I have the money for it." So that's basically, he looks to see how much he has. He notices that he has like a lot of items he could sell, but these are a lot of, there's like basically just like for materials to upgrade. And he looks at the katana, and he can still like see it can become a level 4. I mean, wait, it's been a while since I remember, but I think he said, I think I made it like level 2. Um, hmm. Anyway, it's over go to like level 4 at least. That's only like how high I can go to, and it's like really weird. It seems like there's like a little path that he has to, put into it for some reason, like a nerve sword, and he's like holding up. So yeah, as I remember, I remember now. I stopped at 3 because I wanted to, because it basically got a burn effect. Level 2 increased its attack, but level 3 gave it a burn effect. I did make like the pistols be only like 2. Yeah, so Zuko just holds up on leveling it because he needs to figure out like which type of weapon, like what he wants to upgrade. So basically, he levels up. He basically increased the stats of the dual. I mean, the daggers of the Demon King and the Demon King's sword, along with his bow and arrows, like attack. That's all he does. So then he puts it away. He texts Bakugo saying, "Hey, yeah, we'll take the tickets." So, Bakugo says, "All right, meet me at the school gate." All right, he goes, "Yep." So he eats breakfast along with Hazel, and tells her he has to go get the tickets. She says, "All right." So he basically gets ready, And hold on. So, yeah, like I said, he gets ready. He puts on his sneakers. He says he's gonna be back in like 20 minutes or so. He's gonna run. She goes, and Inko basically says, trying to get more of your, you know, take him running. He's like, yeah, I had to come back and do like my workout. She says, all right. He looks at it. He's only, I mean, even though he ran for like a couple of hours, it's he's like over the limit. I mean, he's just about 10K. So he says, quick. Yeah, he calculates how fast it'll be. As he's 10. I mean, 20 minutes of me going over there and then back. Yeah, that's 10K. Oh, that's like the full 10K. Then. So basically, that's what he does. He gets downstairs to like the floor level and just starts running. And well, in about 10 minutes, he gets over to, UA, and Bako's there. He goes, yo, it's Zuku, you ran here? He was like, yep. He goes, here's the tickets. See you then. He was like, yeah, see ya. What time is it? It's like, it says on the ticket. And it says, like, let's say, like, 10 o'clock. He goes, alright, see you then, Bakugo. And he just runs all the way back. And that's the full 10K. So Zuko brings the ticket. I mean, he gets back upstairs into his apartment building. He says he got the tickets. He puts them right on the counter. Inko says she'll get ready. And Zuko says, yeah, I'll have to do my workout real quick. She goes, all right. So basically, that's what he does. He does his workout. He does like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats. And, and then he gets his bonus. Let's just say, yeah. So Izuku basically gets his rewards plus 3 points. And then he gets an item box. He can choose a blessed item box or a cursed item box. He remembers the cursed item box. It gave him keys. So maybe if he wants to try out the blessed item box, random box. I mean, it's the random box, not item box. So he says bless. Yeah, as in all of a sudden, like he gets it as it opens up to basically being a key again. And this one says a demon swordsman. And he goes, what the? Demon swordsman? Alright. I mean, he doesn't understand what it means. What it is and means, so so that's it. I'm just trying to write in how many points he has now. There we go. So, yeah. So, he basically, he then takes a shower, and when he comes back out, and Ezel has some old clothes of Inko on, and Inko's basically already ready. She goes, all right, let's go. He goes, yeah, I already got changed and everything. Hold on. All right, I'm back, everyone. But yeah. So Zuko and Inko and Elise go to UA. They enter the arena of the sports festival, and so what happens next is that they find their seats. So Elise asks more details about this. Just want to know what's going to happen. And Izuku just explains it like this. He goes, well, here's the thing. People with different quirks get to, like I said earlier, show off their abilities, but then there's a certain obstacle course or teamwork that they have to do. It's basically to see who's kind of the strongest. It's like that. And so it's pretty much it, though. Besides, that's all that I know. I never participated in it, so there's a lot more to it. So yeah. So she goes, oh, alright. So, when sports festivals, basically everyone gets in there and Baku has to go out to the speech. Izuku already knows. He's gonna say, "I'm gonna win," and well, he does say that. Bakugo says that he gets booed at, and yeah, and so what happens is everything goes somewhere to canon, and at least though is like shot by what they do, like the obstacle course, and then like it's the race, and then it's like the cavalry battle, and then is the the fighting. And since Izuku's not in there, let's just say some random UA student gets kicked out by Shinso. Shinso is going doing pretty well in it, and Bakugo Todoroki's fights are similar, but Todoroki has versus Shinso, and Todoroki wins against Shinso easily. Izuku basically says he's denying his fire side, probably because of Endeavor. And basically Izuku has been looking around, and he sees like Endeavor just staring at him. He was like, "Oh yeah, my hair." Probably the same way he's gonna probably think of Solo. Maybe I should wear something like a mask, a better mask to hide my face. Can't stop it now. He's gonna be suspicious if I change my mask. So yeah. So basically, Endeavor has saw Zuku, but then he was like thinking this. He was like, he's probably born with that hair. Well, his mom's hair is green, so I guess he must have dyed it. He has the same body build as Solo. I wonder, could he be him? Probably not. He doesn't look that strong anyways. Neither Solo, but I'm trying to figure out who he is. Oh yeah, and basically they had a new student in class 1A, and it's Mirako. She's in there, and Zuko just laughs a little bit, which at least goes like, what's wrong? He's like, oh, it's just nothing. That's the hero Mirako. She had to join in high school again. It's the most funniest thing ever. She was, wait, what happened? He was like, oh, she was just hit by a reverse time spell by Tusk. And before, I had him turn to one of my shadow soldiers. She was, uh-huh. He was like, yeah. Yeah, that was funny. She had seen her face. She was really pissed. She kind of laughs a little bit at this, but she kind of thinks that's a little bit mean of him. And he does say, like, oh, yeah, I know it's mean, but hey, she kind of freaking tries to tell me, oh, I shouldn't be doing what I do because I don't, like, it's not heroic, or, heroic license I don't have and everything. So, yeah. And then, she understands that now. So, she versus Ida, he lost. Mirako's versus Ida's next opponent. She wins, Mirako. So yeah. And well, the semifinal fights are between her and Todoroki, and then it's basically him and Kirishima. Whoever wins this is gonna have to fight Baku or Todoroki. So Todoroki versus Mirako. Mirako basically just is kind of gonna win because she has more mobility and she can dodge the ice. But Todoroki knows this, so he just uses like his ice to basically one shot her, which she does get trapped in ice just like Sero did. So yeah, and then like Bakugo won against freaking Kirishima, and so but Izuku goes, huh, cool. And maybe I can do exactly the same thing he does, but with my explosions. That's gonna be fun. Like he's taking notes on Bakugo, like in his mental state, in his head basically. So it's like, at least can tell that. She goes, "Are you taking notes?" He was like, "Oh, yeah. I mean, I can still learn a lot from him since I technically his quirk actually turned to a magical spell called explosions for me. So, huh, kind of, interesting to see if I can do what he can do with it." And so, at least understands. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. My dad had to tell me to go to bed. Which we're not. Well, I'm not. I'm making my video. So yeah, I'm not sleeping. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, Zuko's learning from Bakugo. And so, Todoroki versus Bakugo now. But Nezu decided to do something special. So before the fight with Bakugo and Todoroki, let's just say this. And Nezu comes down and says, "Hello there, everyone. I am Nezu, the principal of UA. As you know, the vigilante, Solo, came and saved everyone. He even has the Nomu on his side that attacked, well, the USJ. It was made to kill All Might. We don't know how he did it. His quirk seems to be very versatile, very different from much, and is not affected by, well, anyone else. He even is able to have, well, something to heal people. We don't know how, much extent Solo is, but we would like to have, though, someone in the stands to come down and fight someone. One of our students." As he just draws random, number. He has, a box with a random number. And he says, "Oh, it's 143. Please come down." And Izuku goes like, "Wait, 143?" As he looks on, there's, a number on the side of, the armrest. He's like, "That's me." So Izuku gets up, at least goes, "Don't, kill anyone." Inko, even says that, "Don't, go all out." He goes, I won't." But it depends on the guy, though. So, he goes down, and, well, he, Nezu says, "Oh, you must be, the person." He goes like, "Yeah, and my name is Zuko Midoriya." He goes, "Oh, well then, Zuku, I'd like to ask you, who would you like to fight? Our young Katsuki Bakugo or Shoto Todoroki?" As Izuku just says, "I'll go with Shoto Todoroki." In which, well, not surprised at Bakugo. He kind of wants to use this matchup. Zuko pretend to be, his old, just be different and not, showing off much of his quirk. Which is going to be interesting to see. So, Zuko basically, goes to Todoroki, says, "So, we're going to fight." As he holds out his hand, saying, "I hope we can have a nice friendly fight." As Todoroki doesn't shake it, he goes like, "I'll end this fight easily. He'll be gone in seconds." As then Izuku goes like, "Yeah, and use your fire side." He goes, "What? I'll never use my..." "I don't care what your reasoning. If you're denying your power, then I'm just gonna win." Have fun. 50%. In which Todoroki was like, he only heard his power, and that kind of still rings in his mind. So, but while Zuko is walking, he's thinking about more. And, well, he goes over to his side, and then, midnight says begin. Izuku just waiting there, and Todoroki just shoots out a wall of ice coming at, shoots ice out of him. Izuku just runs right towards it, jumps, and is able to go into ice spikes and jump off of each one pretty easily, which shocks, well, everyone. Todoroki is a little bit surprised, which Endeavor's kind of, watching. Mirko seeing this kid. Even Aizawa is seeing this. As I'm Izuku, kind of just, punches one of the ice spikes grabs it and throws at Todoroki as he dodges it, and then then Zuko, when he lands on the ice, he just starts running on it at full speed, in which he gets up so close to Todoroki, he actually tries to make an ice wall, which Izuku punches right through. In which, Todoroki goes like, "What's your quirk?" And he goes like, physical strength, like superhuman strength and speed. Pretty handy, right?" And he was like, and Todoroki goes like, "I'll still beat you." And he was like, "No, you won't. I'm not even going full out. You're just that weak." Which, Todoroki kind of is getting mad. So a little flicker's coming off and goes like, "Really? You keep on using 50% when everyone else is giving it their all? Are you really scared to use your fire side? Your power? Come on. It can't be that bad." As Todoroki just kind of just listening to his words a little bit, then he just says like, "Well, how about this? I'll take you for a walk and let's see if you use your fire side." And then he just kind of says, "Come on, let's go." It's just like mocking him a little, and Todoroki gets him mad. He goes like, "Well, at least you ain't like your father." It's what he was like. "Yeah, you're just a lot more worse. Too cold, cold-hearted." And which kind of ticks him off a little bit more. So fire starting flickering off of him, which Endeavor's kind of shocked by this. He does, not say what he does not do what he did in canon. And then Todoroki's like, "Wait, I'm using your power. Get that through your head, freaking numbskull. It's your power. Stop being an idiot about it. Come on." And Todoroki sighs and says, "Fine. It's my power. Not his, right?" He goes, "Yep. So let's see what you got." As basically, Todoroki does doing absolute zero. As in, Deku just sprints right towards him into the blast. And so, when he says, "Thank you, and I'm sorry for this," the blast he makes does not, it looks like it's hits Izuku, but because he's so fast, there was a wind tunnel that blocked the explosion around him. And when he gets right near Todoroki, he punches him. No, he just taps Todoroki, sending him flying into a wall, in which he's knocked out. And, well, and Izuku was like, "I think that was a little bit too much." Whatever. So, but Izuku does realize, he goes like, "Wait a minute. The fire from the," and he looks down, he has no shirt on, he's like, "Freak! I know Ezel is gonna freak out over this. And most of the girls too." And so, what happens next is when the smoke clears, Izuku's in the, in just in the stadium, Todoroki's in the wall, and well, every girl sees him shirtless. And let's just say, a lot of girls fainted that day. And Ezel was saying, "That's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend." And her brain can't process it. Mina just says, that girl's lucky." She feels defeated. Oh, Shaku goes, wait, what? He's taken? Even Momo and Jiro said that, and Mina says yes, and they show a picture of him and Ezel, and well, they say, "Oh, they look cute together." Yeah, so Midnight's just saying, "Can you put on goes, can I have a shirt or something?" And let's just say Baku kind of knew what was gonna happen, so he just froze him a school uniform, the shirt part. He was like, "There, next time Just finish the fight right away. Alright, nerd? He's like, yeah, whatever, Pomeranian. As Baku doesn't even get mad, he just says, "Tch," and just walks away. So yeah. Izuku, he basically says, sorry about that, and then she says, oh, it's no problem. No problem at all. But we are gonna have to, wait till Todoroki's awake and gets to Recovery Girl, so, thank you for showing a display of strength and speed. It was no problem. And so, Izuku basically kind of figured someone was watching him, so he didn't act like what Solo does in his movements. He acted a little bit more clumsy, like a little like less skilled. Like he was just reacting. He didn't see it coming. Way. So yeah, Mirko and Aizawa though say to themselves, he almost looked like it's Solo, but not entirely. That's what they say. But yeah. So after Todoroki, goes to Recovery Girl and wakes up, he gets healed. As basically Endeavor comes over and tells him how of an excellent job he has done, and especially working on his mother's side. Well, especially working with your ice, you became really proficient with it. You could do a lot with it. He just says, "I'm proud of you," and just walks out of the room, which shocks Todoroki. But then he runs out though the room, says, "What about my fire side?" He goes like, my fire part of my core. He was like, "We can work on that later. But right now, you have to rest. You have a fight coming up." And, well, he says, "Work on it later." He thinks his dad's like joking, you know. But hey, he's not. They actually are gonna work on it. Just, well, not now, not tomorrow or anything. Just further in the future. So yeah. So but Elise did not Elise. Ezel did congratulate, Zuku on the win. He said he actually tried to hold back, but his stats and strength is too high, and they understand. So yeah, so Bakugo versus Todoroki. Bakugo did his house or impact and wins. And Deku says, "I'm gonna try that out." And with Ezel and Inko said no. He was like, "Oh, but please." They go no. So yeah. So the ceremony happens. Bakugo wins, but Izuku did also get a medal too. Because they were impressed by it. So they gave him a silver medal. They basically didn't know what to give him, but he was okay with whatever. All Might gave him the medal, and Izuku basically not showing off like any hatred or revealing who he is. Well, not revealing who he is. Oh, sorry. Really bad itch. Actually no, I'm trying to say is he doesn't reveal like he was Solo. So yeah. That's what I meant by. Noma just says, "I'm very impressive, with you and what you did. You said at the time when I saw you, you said you didn't have one. You didn't have a quirk. But now you do. Congratulations, Izuku Midoriya." And Izuku says, "Wait, you remember me?" He goes, "Yes. I realize I might have crushed your dreams. I might have done something very bad towards you. And for that, I am sorry. But I was doing it out of your safety. You have to understand that. And, well, I'd like to speak to you after everyone in a room in private. It's after this, alright?" Izuku nods. And no, he's not gonna get one for all. He's not gonna get one for all. Just All Might is gonna to explain something. So yeah, so after everyone celebrates, Ida gets the call about his brother. So yeah, the whole entire thing's gonna happen. They you know Izuku tells like Inko and Ezel that he needs to go to talk to All Might, which Inko kind of a little bit mad, but she goes, all right, we're coming too. He goes, all right. So yeah, so they they find All Might. He says, follow me. They go into a room and well, he's not questioning Ezel and Inko being there. He was like, it's been how long? 12 months? 10? Since the day. No. 12 to 13 months since the day I saw you. How much you've grown. He goes, yeah. Get to the point, All Might. He goes, I already apologized to you. And let me tell you my reasoning. He was like, and Deku interrupts, says, no. I already guessed it. It's because I have no quirk and I was going to get her to die. And he goes, and then All Might says that was part of it. It's also because of who I was in the past. I was once quirkless too. I remembered that. It's been so long since I had a quirk that I forgot about it. Which Mizuku and Inko are shocked by this. And well, Ezel kind of understands it, but not really. So Deku says, wait, if you had a... Wait, then how do you have a quirk? And he goes, it was passed down to me by my master. Please do not tell anyone. It's a secret. I already chosen a successor, your friend Bakugo. Azuki kind of smiles at this. He was like, so he'll get a lot stronger because of it. He was like, yes. But I figured I owe you an apology. I told you you could not become something which you were trying to. I crushed your dreams and your hopes. And I can never ask for... I would, basically I can't, fix that. But I'm just asking. No. As he basically puts his, goes on his hands and knees and begging for his forgiveness he asks for. Basically he's asking for it. Izuku kind of just says, yeah, you're alright, All Might. I understand now. I won't tell no one, right, Mom? Ezel? They both nod, and he says, thank you. By the way, if you became a hero, what would you have done? Izuku just doesn't hesitate and just say, I would try to save as many lives as possible, with a smile on my face. And basically to say, I am here. Which All Might gets a glimpse of himself in Izuku, and then he realizes, I may have ruined this boy's chance of becoming a hero. And which, Izuku, Ezel, and Inko, yeah, they all leave. But before leaving, Izuku looks back at All Might and basically tells him, take care, All Might, and, don't get into too much trouble. As All Might, kind of laughs at this. He says, I won't young Midoriya. And, he closes the door after saying that. And, All Might sighs and says, I really must have messed up that badly. Promising young hero he would have been, even without a quirk. And so when, after Izuku and Izuku Inko Ezel gets home, Izuku basically texts Bakugo, says congratulations. Mina does say hey, Izuku, I kind of showed my friends that, the picture of you and your girlfriend because they were asking if you had a girlfriend. So you owe me one. He was like, thanks. And what do I owe you? She goes, you'll find out. He was like, no dates. She goes, no. You'll find out. And he goes, I have a bad feeling about this. So yeah. So after after basically a couple of days, Izuku has been hearing about the hero killer. And he's been like, even hearing about the League of Villains. From his like night patrols. So yeah, he also did his workout to get 3 extra points. So that's around 30. Wait. 39. He has 39 points. So yeah. He kind of researching, but the League of Villains, not much is about them. Some saying like, oh, they're only big because of All For One, and he kind of finds out some stuff about All For One from some of the basically some like villains about how he was like the #1 villain, and then like he disappeared all of a sudden. Nobody knows what happens to him, so yeah. In 2 days, he kind of like already found some information on them. That was it. And so, what happens next is, let's just say, the part with, no, Ezel. Oh yeah, I even forgot they did get Ezel clothing. And like in 2 days, they basically started just going out, hanging out, and then there's like the attack of Nomus in the, what was it again? Which area? Osaka? No. No, wherever the attack was, and actually, I'm gonna look that up now. Yeah, I did not find it, but it's the attack with the Nomus happening, and like Ira and Native, that attack on the city, but I cannot remember where it was. Osaka, I think. Osaki. Like the name is hard to pronounce for me right now, because I'm like starting to drift off into like the entire. So yeah, so while Deku and Ezel are out just walking, having fun, going on a date, Izuku basically doesn't like have to do school because he did like for 3 weeks worth of it, so he has like no school for a while. So he takes this perfect opportunity to get to see what she likes, get to see what she dislikes, and just enjoy her time. Enjoy his time with her. And then the Nomu attack, and well, Izuku basically gets her out, gets to safety and such. Heroes are on the scene. Deku just like he says, Zero, go and help out the heroes. All right, and he goes out of his shadow and just suddenly appears right behind a hero. As like he's like everyone sees this, like some heroes see this and says, "Hey, look out!" As then Zero just runs right past them, and goes after the Nomus, killing them. And with Shigaraki and Kiryu, they're like shot to see about their Nomu. Izuku tells her to stay here and hide if she needs to. Ezo just says, "Be safe." He basically activates a full-on solo costume and just gets out of there. He's using all his sensory ability too, to see how many they are. And he asks Mika for any like updates on enemies and locations. And so, she says whatever we see in front of us is there, but there's 3 life signatures over in that direction, and they're like, she's pointing direction of the alleyway where Izuku, Todoroki, and Ida face Stain. But it's just gonna be like Izuku because, well, you know. So yeah. So by the time Izuku gets there, Stain has already hit like Ida in the head. He's dead, and like Izuku just says, "Crap, I couldn't save him. Sorry." As like Stain sees him, he says, "Oh, so another hero, trying to get in my way, huh? I'll just have to kill you too." And Izuku just says, "Yeah, right. You're nothing to me. Just die." As he just disappears, which seeing like looking around, wondering what's happening, and all of a sudden, like his head's on the ground. He's like, "What?" And Izuku appears, just says, "Rod, rot where you're going." And like he heals, Native. Native is not like a pass. Native is full on passed out. So yeah, but Izuku thinks of maybe I could use him. All right, so he tells him just to come forth. It doesn't work the first time. He says the second time it doesn't work. The third time it works. So Stain is a part of his army. So yeah. What next? Yeah, what I wanted to do was, yeah. So basically, Izuku just waits for. He basically waits for Native to wake up, and when Native wakes up, he asks what happened. He just says Solo came in and killed the hero killer, and he took the body away, for some weird reason. Along with the hero killer killed Ida, a UA student, basically. And Native feels like he failed, and he's upset because of this. So yeah. The media was informed that the Ida Tenya of Class 1A was killed because of him trying to get revenge for, well, his brother's like incident, which Ida's family's upset and all. They were doing it live, so they found out. So yeah, Izuku waited. He basically gave his statement. That was it. Zero left before anyone could try to destroy him. So yeah, that then like, do I really want to go with the movie? Do I really want to go with the movie? No, no. He would have told. All Might would have told his friend, my Shield, not Fox. He would have told Shield that his injury is all fixed and his powers coming back to him. So, which he's not gonna come for his meeting that they planned. Basically, he was like, "All right, yeah, I can retcon if you guys want me to. I wanted to get to the freaking fight scene I wanted. I'm starting to get tired. My brain's losing focus. Okay, all right. So, I'm just stopping so that way to see what you guys say. Do you want me to put in the movie? Because I'll do it, but I'll do it in the next episode, the next part. I need some sleep now, guys. So hopefully you guys understand. Oh yeah, Izuku did not level up. He was nearly there. He says I could have leveled up if he just was a little bit stronger. Freak. Whatever. So yeah. So let me know, guys. And well, let me know if you want the movie. Hopefully you guys understand. I am dozing off. Like I'm just starting to get tired. Freak. That was my head. I'm trying not to fall asleep. So yeah. So I'll make it tomorrow as soon as I wake up. Hopefully. And then I'll post it. So part 6 is short, and part 7. No, I'm making a 2-parter. Like, this is one part of part 6 of 2. Yeah. All right. Hopefully, you guys understand that. And you guys stay safe out there, everyone. All right. Bye.